Hi guys, it's Tara. I'm back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. But I wanted to come on here and have like a conversation with y'all today about it was something that I seen the other day, but I seen that NASA was setting up its first planetary defense. So I guess they were sending this like technology of some sort out into the out into space to pretty much blow up this this asteroid as, like I said, planetary defense. And if you know anything about me, as long as I've been alive, I've always been interested in like outer space, extraterrestrials, understanding that there's more to life than just what's on Earth. And it really made me ponder and think, like, why are y'all setting up a planetary defense? And if anybody knows, like, we're living in an age where everything is shifting. Like, the Earth's resonance is changing, so the vibration of the Earth has definitely switched over, and it's easier for us to raise our vibrations and for us to, ascend. But what people are not realizing, there's a lot of lights that people are seeing within the skies, because there are a lot of visitors that are here to help with the process. Like, pretty much, people don't have an understanding of the way the universe is set up. Like, God sends people to where they need to be. And when I say people, I don't mean necessarily people that look like you or me. I mean like beings. Like, another thing people don't want to admit, or higher forms of government don't want to admit, that there is extraterrestrial life outside of the universe, well, outside of Earth, which they kind of alluded to that. If anybody was paying attention, I want to say it was the beginning of last year, the Pentagon had released this report that they're aware that unidentified objects are in the sky, but they pretty much said, like, we don't know what they are, so therefore we don't. Well, one thing they pretty much said is, we don't know what they are, we don't know why they're here, we have no understanding of it. It's out of our realm of understanding. But then they went on to say, like, it may be a threat. And it's like, how is it a threat if we don't know? How is it a threat if you all don't know? But anyways, I just say that to say, like, I see a lot of people are pretty much living in fear of the unknown. And I understand that's something that people tend to do. People have a tendency to fear what they don't understand. And because I am such a compassionate person, I just don't want anybody living in fear, especially for something that they don't have an understanding of. So this is why I'm on here having this conversation. A lot of the things that we're seeing within the skies are not here to harm us. Like I said, they're here on their own mission to help this Earth and the people on this Earth to raise their vibration. That's pretty much it. Like, and people like, well, how? What do you mean how? There's a lot of things. If you look around the world, there's a lot of things that go on within this world that are utterly chaotic. And it's not because some outside something is causing it. It's because people, us, are problematic. Like, well, I'm not going to say us because I'm not a part of that collective. But people are problematic. Like, for instance, if something is intelligent enough to make its way across the galaxy, that means it obviously has the technology to do whatever, right? So if it has the technology to make it thousands of light years across the galaxy, which, first of all, if you understand the speed of light and the speed of sound doesn't even travel that far. I mean, that doesn't even travel that fast. It will take literally hundreds of thousands of years if something is traveling at the speed of sound or the speed of light to get from one side of the universe to the other. So clearly they're not even using the speed of sound or light. So clearly at this point, the only thing that these beings could be using is the speed of thought, which that travels faster. So like I said, if they're this intelligent to use this sort of technology, or this sort of conscious, because it's not technology, it's just consciousness, this sort of consciousness to make their way across on this side of the universe, clearly they're more intelligent than we are, which means at any given moment, if they wanted to take us out, they very well could have, but they haven't. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand this is something that we don't understand, but we have to look outside of this box that they've put us in and understand that there's something bigger that's going on, and kind of try to do your investigation as to what bigger is going on. But like I said, if these beings are coming all the way on this side of the galaxy using the speed of thought, clearly they're more intelligent than we are. And like I said, I had to sit back and explain to a few people that I knew that there's nothing to fear on the outside. If anything, being around other human beings are the ones to fear. Last time I checked, it was other human beings that dropped that bomb on Hiroshima or whatever it was called. So anything outside of here is not of a threat. It's people and people's mentality and people's inability to be compassionate and loving and understanding towards the next person that is causing the chaos that occurs here on Earth. So we, in a sense, the more you raise your vibration, the more you'll realize you'll become more compassionate, more open-hearted, more understanding to the next person. And the quicker we can get there, the quicker we'll be better off as a society. That's just the honest to God truth. And at the end of the day, that's what God intended for us. He did not intend for us to be down here slighting and killing each other and causing bodily harm to the next person. Like, no. You're supposed to love thyself and love thy neighbor. That's just that. That's in the Bible. That's in the 42 laws of Ma'at. It's literally everywhere. You are supposed to love thyself and love thy neighbor. And like I said, the quicker we can do that as a society, the quicker we can all reach this golden age. Because that's essentially what's going on. The earth resonance is changing. The frequency is a lot higher. And if you allow yourself to tap in, you will receive this information and you'll be in a more abundant or prosperous life. And I don't just mean like abundant in terms of money. I mean abundance in everything within your life. But like I said, don't believe everything that you see on the news. To me, personally, NASA stands for never a straight answer. Because, child, how is it they still claim we don't understand if extraterrestrial life is out there. But like I said, the Pentagon literally, back January of 2021, literally released a report saying like, yeah, we know we're being visited. We just, and kind of left it at that. We've been being visited by extraterrestrials for thousands of years. Heck, if you really want to be real, half of us have extraterrestrial origins within our bloodline. That's the real tea. Earth literally was like a combination of seeds that were planted over thousands of years ago. That's why there's that missing link between what is the Homo sapien and whatever it was before that. That is what the missing link is. It's that extraterrestrial bloodline that we all carry. And I know y'all probably like, dang, like, yeah, I'm dropping jewels on this video. Like, folks need to know. Because like I said, there's too many people that are utterly living in fear. People have no understanding of what is really going on. And it's because this is not information that's told on a mass scale. Like, a lot of the things that we learn within school is a lie. A lot of the history that we learn within school is fabricated. I'm not even gonna say it's fabricated. Well, it is fabricated. It's not just a lie, but it's only part of the truth. It's only his story. You know what I'm saying? And humanity goes back hundreds of thousands of millions of years. Like, folks been down here for a very long time. And like I said, not all the people that are down here come from the same lineage. It's different people that come from different star constellations, whether they came here incarnated here, or whether their literal bloodline comes from a different star system. It's the truth. Like I said, you all can do your own research and dig into it. Like I said, because where we're at within the world, a lot of this information is being brought to the forefront. Like I said, we're living in a golden age, the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightenment. Everything that was done in the dark is now coming to the light, so it's not hard to find this information. It's really not. A lot of those books that were coming out, because it's even books that came out in the 1800s and the 1700s that spoke to this, but a lot of that stuff has been hidden within the last 100 years just because they didn't want people to know. And now, another thing, because the queen is no longer, well, let me not say the queen, because she ain't my queen, okay? I'm my own queen. I'm a queen, okay? You a queen. The girl around the corner a queen. You a king. The dude around the corner is a king. But the Queen of England, now that she's gone, it's really a turn of events. I don't know if people realize, but she's literally the epitome of supremacy. She is. Like, and now that she's gone and that whole monarchy is pretty much crumbling, we're literally living in a new age. And like I said, you can either choose to look at everything fearfully, which I would hope you don't, because the longer you do that, the harder you make it on yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Or you can choose to look at how the world is changing in the best of ways and choose to live in compassion, choose to live in light, choose to live in love. Like I said, love yourself and love thy neighbor. I mean, you have to have compassion for everything that's out here, whether it be an animal, an extraterrestrial cousin, because like I said, half of them is family. Like, that's the real tea. You'd be surprised, it's extraterrestrials walking around on this earth that look exactly like you and me. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Then you have some that slightly kind of look different, but not really. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Do your research. You have the Palladians, you have the Arcturians, you have the Syrians. Like, you have people from different constellations, and they don't look too much different from us. They just don't. I'm sorry. Like I said, however, you do have some that do look different, and whether they do or don't, it's all love. Like I said, if you ever are deep within meditation, because that's another thing people don't understand. Like, if you're heavily into meditating, people think you have to go outside the earth in order to see something, and that's not true. In order for you to go out, you have to go within. Once you tap into the ability to be able to meditate, you'll realize you can communicate with things from other worlds. I promise you, you can. Like, y'all may not believe me, but the truth is the truth, and eventually everybody will know the truth. You can go within and go talk to things that are outside of this realm of outside of this earth. And when you do, you'll realize some things look like us and some things don't. But the resonance that they all carry is love. I remember the first time that I was actually in a meditation and I came in contact with something. I had specifically asked them, because it was my first time doing it. So because of the world that we live in, we're taught to look at everything from a good and bad perspective. So I went up there and I got to talking to these beings, and I specifically asked them, like, are y'all good or bad? And before they could even answer the question, I answered the question for them. I realized in order for me to meditate, I had to open my heart. You have to open your heart chakra and connect your third eye and your heart. I realized once I did that, it opens you up to divine compassion. And I realized the only way that you could even get up here would be to open your heart chakra. So if you're coming from a place of love, this is the only way to access this stuff. And I said the only way I got up here is for me to open my heart chakra. So the only way that I could be talking to y'all is if you all's heart chakra is open too. And they all looked at me and was like, well, dang, you smart. And I said, I never apologized for asking the question, but like I said, it dawned on me that in order for me to get to this level of, I guess, within my meditation or spirituality or whatever you want to call it, I had to go within and allow myself to love, and not even just love the things around me, but to love myself as well. And that made me realize, dang, we live in a world where they'll constantly tell you, or they constantly put out these films and these movies that these beings are negative, or they're here to hurt us, or they're here to do this. And it made me realize that's all a lie. It literally is all a lie. And that's when I realized, like, what is it the purpose that all of these beings are around this earth? And it dawned on me, the earth is changing. The frequency is raising. And literally, like I said, I don't know the way that you all see God. Y'all think God is just specifically to this realm of existence. No, the source literally is the source of the entire universe. People don't just pray. People on earth are not the only thing praying to God. Like, God is universal. That's why it's called the universe. One. It's one universe. You know what I'm saying? So God literally has sent a lot of these beings here to help us out. And they're coming from a place of divine. When I say divine compassion, baby, they love us more than you love yourself. Okay? That's just that's where it's at right now. Like, a lot of us are in this lower, a lot of people are in this lower realm of existence right now, so they don't understand it and they don't see it. So like I said, a lot of these things are more compassionate and have more love for us than a lot of us have for ourselves. That's just the real tea. But like I said, I do not want you all to live in fear, because it's nothing to fear. Fear literally stands for false evidence appearing real. Like, people have got to get out of fear by all means, because it literally is keeping us in a lower state of vibration. So, with that being said, please step out of fear. Please step in divine love. Love yourself. Love the people around you. Love the animals around you. Love the beings around you, because the world is going to change. It is going to change. We're going to start seeing more things within the sky. We're going to start seeing more things within the ocean. We're going to start seeing more of everything within this world, because we're at a time where it's necessary. We have to evolve. And either you're going to get left behind within this state of fear, and that literally fear causes stress, and stress can kill you. So do you want to be stressed out, losing your hair, sickly? No. Step into like I said, divine love. And how do you do that? You do things that make you happy. What is it that you love to do? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, whenever I'm feeling some type of way, I'll put on some Afro beats and get to dancing, because that's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say, step out of this existence of fear. Stop looking at everything at such a fearful way, especially things that you don't have an understanding. If you don't have an understanding, don't immediately resort to, oh my God, this is so scary. No, try to get an understanding of, what is it that I'm looking at? What is it that's going on as of right now? You know what I'm saying? I've always learned not to necessarily fear something, but if I don't know something, baby, I'm about to research until I can figure out what it actually is and get a better understanding and a better perspective for it. Because I never want to live in a situation where I fear anything. Period. Like, we real fearless over here. That's just that. You know what I'm saying? But I just say all this to say, don't fear what you don't understand. Try to understand what it is that you don't know. But anyways, you all, I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.